AFTV Reloaded.
AFTV, the lockdown continues. But what can we do? What can we do apart from watch Netflix? Or, even better, go back and watch some of the classics on AFTV. Now, remember, this next interview, I got a phone call and the person said to me, Robbie, would you like to interview Mia Khalifa? And I said, Mia Khalifa? And he said, yeah, would you like to interview her? And I said, yeah. Check this out.
Reloaded.
We're here, it's happening.
Yes, we are. I'm very
Mia.
excited.
West Ham.
Yes.
Why?
Why? The same
Why?
reason every American knows anything about West Ham or Premier League soccer, from Green Street Hooligans.
Green Street, the movie.
Yes.
So that's honestly, that's how you became a
Yes.
West Ham fan?
Yes.
By watching Green Street.
Exactly.
Wow, that
I know, it's very lame, but
And then since then, I mean, obviously you're based over in the States.
yes, I am.
You live out there, you work out there. Do you get to watch a lot of the West Ham playing?
Not very often because of the time difference, and they only play Premier League on certain channels. Also, American sports take up most of my time, but I keep up with them on Instagram and checking the scores here and there.
And I know you do a lot of stuff with American sports as well, isn't
Yes,
it?
I do.
What's your teams there?
My team for hockey is the Capitals. For American football is the Redskins. For basketball is the Wizards, and then the Nationals for baseball.
Okay, so all DC-based teams,
Yeah.
Washington
I'm
teams.
a homer.
Yeah?
Reloaded.
She got into football by watching Green Street, so you should
Yeah.
be well up to a lot of the slang, isn't it?
So I can fight.
And terms.
I hope so.
All right.
I hope so.
So I'm going to give you a few footballing terms here, right?
Okay.
That you no, don't look. That you commonly hear, right, at a football game, right? And you tell me if you know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Yeah. So the first one I'm going to say is bottle job. Bottle job.
That is when a player is on the sideline and he reaches for the water bottle and he isn't looking and he goes to squirt it in his mouth, but it goes the opposite way.
You mean serious, right?
Yes.
No, you're completely wrong.
What is it then?
A bottle job is like a coward. Chicken. That's what we say over here. Yeah, he's a bottle
bottle
job.
drop.
Yeah, so when you go to a game, if someone's going for a tackle and they sort of duck out, he's a bottle job.
Okay.
All right.
We just call that a pussy.
We use that one as well here. All right. On me head.
What? God bless you.
on me on me head.
Is that English?
It is English.
It's when you use your head to make the goal go in?
Not too bad actually. Sort of
Or a
like
pass with your
when
head?
someone passes a ball and says, "Yeah, on my head." You know, they'll pass it and you header it. So not bad, not bad.
So you
I'll give you that one.
don't care as much about concussions in this state. I got it.
I think we're all concussed already. It's too late. They park the bus.
When they are leaving the stadium and the police escort comes by and they just clear out the crowds and everybody can walk through. For safety. Safety is always first.
No.
Are you having a laugh?
I am having a laugh. That's a good one. Good comeback. No, they park the buses basically like in football. If a team's like too defensive, like they're not attacking at all they're doing is just defending
Okay.
throughout the game. The opposition will say, or fans will say, they park the bus. In other words, like
We say
there was-
split the line.
Okay. Well, there was a manager once, Jose Mourinho. He sort of invented the term where he sort of said after a game one time that I can't remember which team I was playing. He said that they parked the bus. That's how defensive they were, and it sort of stuck since then.
Okay.
All right.
Reloaded.
I just still get the West Ham thing though. I just, you know, no.
Well, if anything about my other teams tell you anything, I love teams that suck.
Well, hopefully tomorrow they will suck, right, when they play us. Now, favourite player at West Ham at the moment?
Felipe Anderson. He's
Felipe
pretty good.
Anderson?
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
8 goals.
he's good.
He's 12th in the Prem. And I just really want to know what kind of conditioner he uses on his hair.
He's got a bit of, he says a bit nappy, isn't it?
No, it's super curly. I love it.
I look at it and I think it's a bit nappy.
No, I like it.
He's a good player though. I'm a bit worried about him in the game tomorrow. So,
Are you nervous?
I am a bit nervous, yeah.
So am I.
I am, because
I don't know if beer bottles are going to be thrown. I don't know if it's going to be like Green Street Hooligans.
Well, you know what? West Ham back in the day, they did have a real sort of hooligan reputation, but now it's kind of changed a lot. It's not the same as that no more. They moved to a new, that ground where they filmed that film, that used to be Upton Park where they used to play.
Okay.
Or the bowling ground, as some of them call it. And it did have a reputation of being a really hostile place, but now they've moved to a new stadium now, which is the old Olympic Stadium. And, yeah, and that's where they play their games. So it's not as hostile, but then that's good for people like me who's going there
Not
as an
until
away
I
fan.
get there.
Reloaded.
You might have seen some of these other challenges going around, but they're all rubbish, right?
Yes.
This is the proper challenge, yeah?
Rubbish. Proper.
Now, proper.
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 All right, so you know how it goes. You've got to be blindfolded. You can't see what's going on. Let me just double check that, you know? I know these Americans sometimes, you know? Okay, be very careful when you take it in.
What?
Be very careful how you pick it up. Here's the box.
Do I go in?
Go in.
Is it a cup?
It's not a cup.
Is it a shin guard?
A shin guard,
For
well
a-
done.
Is it for a 7-year-old?
It is actually, it's actually for a 9-year-old, it's my son's. Item number 2.
Ew! Is this a cup?
You guessed it yet?
No, ew. It's a cleat shiner.
A what?
Cleat shiner.
A cleat shiner.
Yeah,
What's that?
it's to shine your cleats.
Oh, you cleat. I know you are cleats, football boots. We call it over here, but
Football boots. Well, this is. Can I keep this?
you can keep that.
Okay.
You can keep that.
Put that in my
All right, do you
pocket.
want to see what it is?
Yes, I do. The fuck is that?
It's slime. Yeah, these kids nowadays always playing with this slime stuff.
This is a football item?
It's not a football item. We tricked you with that one.
Well, as long as I get to keep it.
You get to keep that. That's yours, right? Okay. In you go.
Oh. I am so hungry. I haven't had breakfast. Ew, it's so.
Wait, no,
Who picked this?
banana.
Oh my god, it's not right. Oh.
Reloaded.
West Ham, right? Listen, you supporting West Ham. You're not going to get a lot of joy out of supporting West Ham.
I like the underdog.
They're the underdog, but you're not going to get a lot of joy. I'm going to give you some reasons why you should switch to supporting Arsenal.
All right.
Yeah? Now, number one, right, we've won the FA Cup more times than any other team.
Okay.
Right? We regularly up the top of the leagues. We used to, back in the day, win the Premier League a lot as well.
All right.
We've got some great players as well. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, right? Now, if you like Felipe Anderson, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he's a real icon. Trust me, you want to see... He drives around in a gold Lamborghini. He's like
Jesus.
really stylish. He's
That does not sound stylish. That sounds
No?
like a Saudi prince.
oh. All right, then we've got another player, Lacazette. Again, another. You like him. You really like Mesut Ozil. Really cool guy, German, brilliant player.
Everything I'm hearing from you is bandwagon, bandwagon, bandwagon.
It's not bandwagon.
No,
and
it
then
is.
You're
You
following
just jump
Arsenal.
on the bandwagon of a winning team.
Arsenal, they're the biggest club in London. They've got the biggest ground in London, right? What else? We've got an American owner.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mind you could probably go and talk to him as well.
See,
Tell
I
him to
feel
start
like
spending some money.
as an American who doesn't know that much about Premier League soccer, I would be a complete fraud if I jumped on the bandwagon of a team that's really good. I gotta support the underdog.
We are the underdog at the moment. We're not winning nothing right now, so we
Yeah,
are a
but
bit of
you've
the
won
underdog
plenty
as well.
in your past.
But that was in the past, and we've not won the league now for a very long time.
How long?
You know, it was over 10 years, 13 years
That's rough.
since we've won it. So a bit of underdogs. So I personally, we wear a beautiful red kit, red and white kit, which
I
is
look
better
great
than the
in maroon.
claret. You like maroon?
Yeah. It matches all of my other teams, like the Redskins and the Florida State Seminoles.
Redskins. So you should be wearing red.
No. Don't let that mislead you. That's just a racist name that they're going to change eventually. They're actually burgundy. It's very similar to West Ham.
Well, as I said, going back to it, we've got an American owner.
Okay. Where's he from?
I think he's from Texas.
Oh.
Don't you live in Texas?
Yeah, I do, but
I'm
like
sure he's
where
from
in
there.
Texas?
I don't know. He lives on some big ranch somewhere. That's all I know.
We need to find this out.
But
If he's from Houston, I'm not supporting them. If he's from Austin or Dallas,
okay, I'll have to find out. I'm not sure sure where he lives. Nobody is because we just don't see him much. But I do still think you should support Arsenal. You know what I mean? It kind of, I don't know. You're a glamorous lady. It will kind of fit you more.
This was a valiant effort. I'm going to respectfully decline your offer to bring me on to the Arsenal fandom, and I will stay where I am.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
The coronavirus has not just affected the world of football, but has affected everybody. But you know what? We can defeat it. There are some steps we can take. Number one, always make sure you wash your hands thoroughly. Number two, if you cough or sneeze, make sure you catch it in a tissue and dispose of it afterwards. And number three, if you're displaying any of the symptoms, always make sure that you self-isolate. I know it's a terrible time, but we will defeat the coronavirus. We will be back.